Day's news is just another level of emotion.
After fighting for his life this past week, a teenager has died following a shooting. Good evening, I'm Brendan Morano.
And I'm Jennifer Roscoe. He is the third person to die from gun violence over the last 2 weekends in Champaign. On Friday, a 32-year-old man was shot near Parkland Court and Bradley Avenue. And on June 29th, two 16-year-olds were shot on Holly Hill Drive near Summerlin Lane, less than a mile away. That's where we find WCIA3's Will Simmons. So, Will, what are people who knew them saying?
Jennifer, I talked to a man today who actually knew the two teenagers since they were in the 6th grade. And after the second person died today, he says the community and parents need to come together so that another person doesn't die from senseless acts of violence.
I've said at this table too many times as it relates to young people that we've had impact in their lives. It frustrates me. I'm always saddened by it, but it's becoming frustrating.
For Willie Comer, who runs the Youth for Christ program in Champaign, it's personal. Arion Turner was killed last week after being shot on June 29th after midnight on a front lawn. Now, after a week in the hospital, the other 16-year-old who was shot that morning has died. Comer says he is fighting through the pain while still managing his program to show kids alternatives to violence.
We share with them the truth that there's been so many kids that we sat in the same seat with you and we ended up burying them.
Comer says the responsibility to protect the youth lies with the community, but more importantly, the parents.
When I was 16, I couldn't be out at 12:30 in the morning. And this may sound crazy, but I think we have to go back to those days where curfew was strictly managed.
His summer camp session starts this week, and Comer says the kids remain his focus while facing the harsh reality that 2 of their peers have died from gun violence. But he says there are positives to move forward with.
Let their life be a light through you. You know, live your life in such a way that you can reflect what they should have been.
Comer wants kids to be kids and says it's hard for them to do that with so many distractions. He believes violence portrayed in music and video games is part of the problem too, and it is up to everyone to make changes with how we raise our kids.
Somehow we think that this is going to just change. No, it's not going to change until we, as a community, as a nation, change it.
Champaign police are still investigating both shootings, and they're asking anyone with information or video to call the department. Live in Champaign, Will Simmons, WCIA3, your local news leader.
He is speaking from his heart, and he really, really means it. All right, Will, thank you.